we have got somebody who we love. We're a fan of hers, and she is a huge fan of Cleveland sports. Probably the hugest one I know, and we know a lot of them. Grandma Gloria Glassman, back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Grandma Glassman?
I'm fine, Rich. How are you? I miss you.
I miss you too. I miss you too.
Well, I'm rooting tonight. Let me tell you something. I'm a nervous wreck. I am so nervous, but let me tell you something.
Yeah.
That Stephen Curry, oh, my God. I only hope, listen, the Warriors are a good team, but I only hope he swallows that mouth guard. He's an arrogant SOB.
Well, Grandma Glassman, he's supposed to be a sweetheart of a guy. He brings his daughter to the press conferences. He's got a loving wife, and he loves her back.
Well, let me tell you, when he came here in March, the first thing he says, oh, I can still smell the champagne. And I just don't like him. And Draymond Green, forget him. He thinks he's Dennis Rodman, but he isn't, and he can't shoot.
So, but you don't like the mouth guard being stuck out of his mouth?
Rich, if I went to the game today, that's why I can't go. Get on the floor, and I think I put it right in his, I don't know where.
Well, I heard you use the word tuchus, Grandma Glassman.
You're right.
I know what the Yiddish word, I know what that means in Yiddish, Grandma. I understand.
I know you do, Rich. And you know what? I put curry, every time I cook today, I put curry on something so I can bake them and bake them good.
So how are you watching these games? Where are you watching these games?
I watch them. I have to watch it at home alone. I put the television on in my family room, and then I go in the other room and watch another program. Then I walk in every 5 minutes to see who's winning. If we're winning, I'll sit and watch it for a few minutes. If we're losing, I have a stationary bicycle. I ride the stationary bicycle until they score a point. Then I get off and I walk. Oh, I have all kinds of superstitions.
So what do you mean you have to watch alone?
I can't watch with anybody.
So what if the house is full of people?
I listen, on Mother's Day when they were playing, I sent my son home, my son Robert. I sent him home. I won't let anybody watch with me. I'm very superstitious. I have LeBron's jerseys hanging all over the house on chairs.
So during a playoff game, on Mother's Day, you sent your actual born son out of the house.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
LeBron James, to me, I love him, of course. I know he left here and everything else. But you know what? Stephen Curry can't hold a candlelight to LeBron James. I'm sorry. He's a better player all the way around. There's no comparison in my eyes.
Well, you know, he says that he's watched The Godfather, Grandma Glassman.
I know.
But it sure sounded like he's never seen it, though.
Well, you never know with LeBron. You know, LeBron always has a little edge on, and listen, all I want is LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin and Tristan and J.R. Smith to play their heads off tonight. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do, just so they win the game tonight. I don't want to see them, Golden State, win a championship on my floor. This is my city, and I don't want them to.
Okay.
I want the Cleveland Cavaliers.
So just to repeat, so tonight in your house, you're kicking everybody out before.
Yes.
How much before tip-off do you kick people out?
Well, see, I'm working now. I work at this new store called Banyan Tree.
Okay.
And I'm working there now. And when I leave here about 7:30, I get home by 8:15. And then I sit, I make myself a little drink, and then I watch the game all by myself. And I love it.
So does your family know to just get out of the house now, or you got to kick?
They don't call me. Nobody calls me. Not any of my friends or anybody. Everybody leaves me alone.
Okay.
Then when they win, then the phone doesn't stop ringing.
So then, what other show are you going to watch in the other room? Do you
Probably
know?
Shark Tank.
Okay. So you put in Shark. You got Shark. You got Shark Tank on, you got Shark Tank on in the other room. And then
or I could even watch the NFL channel. I don't mind watching that either.
Put on the NFL Network, of course. You could do that. Maybe you get an update on RG3. What do you think about that?
Well, I want to tell you, remind me, I want to still be, if you have a chance, I want to be in that fantasy football if I can for the charity.
Well, look, if it happens again, we'll do it.
Okay.
First things first, we got to make sure that that our friends that did it last year actually still exist. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, if we do anything, you're going to be part of it. You know that.
Oh,
You know
thank
that.
you, Rich. Thank
Of
you
course.
so much. Listen, I know you can't root, but root for the Cavaliers tonight. That's we got to have a winner here. Cleveland deserves it. We're a wonderful city.
And one last question for you. I am duty bound to ask this question. What do you pour for yourself when you watch the games? What drink do you have? What do you do?
A Manhattan.
Okay. So you got a Shark Tank on in the other room, a Manhattan in your hand. So you're drinking Manhattans and walking on the treadmill, watching basketball?
Yeah. Well, I'm fine at that. Listen, I'm an old hat at this. You know that.
Grandma Glassman, love you. We'll chat soon.
I love you too, and thanks, Rich, so much. And go Cavaliers!
Okay, that's Grandma Gloria Glassman.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.